Hello guys, how are you? Hope all of you are doing good. Good evening to all of you. So guys, welcome to the live session of Vedantu, and today we are going to study trigonometry, right? So this is a course for class 10 CBSE. So guys, here we will study the concepts of trigonometry and also we will solve some advanced level problems, okay? So without wasting any time, let's quickly start and see what are the topics which are there to cover in trigo. So basically trigonometry composes of this ratios, right? And then relation between these ratios. So for example, ratios are sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, sec theta, etc. And what are the relation between them? And then table for the special angles, okay? Ratios of complementary angles, okay? So what are the relation between sine theta and cos theta? As we know that sine theta is complementary and cos theta is also complementary to sine theta. So both are complementary to each other. So similarly, there are other pairs, and then after that, important identities. So basically the most important identities, if you see, there are three identities which we are going to see in a while. And after that, application of this trigo. So basically we need to find the height type of questions, right? Where we will be given a particular instances or conditions or situations where you need to find out the height. So let's see guys, what are these things, and I will be, considering that at least you will be knowing what are these ratios, so I will not waste time, or I will not, it's not wasting actually, so I will not take much time in the explaining these things. So I will consider that you know these things. So what I will do is I will start with a very important thing, which is this table for this special angles. Now guys, I have seen, or when I was a student, for myself also it was little bit time taking thing to memorize this thing, but when I was a kid, I got my teacher gave me a very useful way or shortcut to remember these, so that I don't get confused. So basically, if you see sine 0, we know it is 0, so we can write this as 0 by 4, and sine of 30 is half. So why not we write this half as 1 by 4, and 45 is 1 by root 2, or we can write this as 2 by 4, and this as 3 by 4, and this as 4 by 4. Now if you see, this is nothing but 0, this is nothing but half, this is nothing but 1 by root 2, and this is root 3 by 2, and this is 1. So in this way, what happens is it's very easier for us to remember this. That is 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4. And once you know the value of sine theta, it's very easy to find out the value of cos theta. You just take this and put it here and reverse the order. So this is 1, and then 3 by 2, and then 1 by root 2, and then half here and 0 here. That's it. And then tan theta, you just divide them. So in this way you can form this table, just if you remember this particular line. So even if you forget, you can remember this and find out the values. So that's all. And complementary angle pairs also, for example, as I have already said, that sine and cos are the pairs. So sine 90 minus theta will give you cos theta. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta will give you sine theta. Similarly, for sec and cosec, tan and con. So these are the complementary pairs, okay? And after that, most important identities, as I have already said, that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Sec squared theta is equal to 1 plus tan squared theta. And cosec square is equal to 1 plus cot squared theta. So these three are very important, and we will be using this regularly in numericals, right? So I'm not proving this guys, so I will directly go to the numerical, as this is a numerical session, and this is the first numerical that I have selected for you. So try this question, and I'll give you 1 minute for you to solve it. So have a pen and pencil or copy with you, right, and try to solve it. Yeah, give me the answer guys. So what is said in this question is, this is a kind of a finite series. So as you can see, there are a few terms here which I need to add and give the value. Now do not use calculator, you need to use the identities and the ratios that you know, right? That means special angles. So if you see, what are the angles that is given are 5 is given, 10, 15, 20. You guys solve. I'm just giving you the overview. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So these are the values. Similarly, we have 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 and up to 90, right? So what to do, guys? Very good. So few of you are giving me the answers. So those who need some hint, so let me tell you, try to see what is a complementary angle of 5, right? So we know that complementary angle of 5 is nothing but 90 minus 5, that is 85, right? So let me write the complementary of this is 85. Similarly, complementary angle of 10 is 80, 15 is 75, 70, 65, 60, 55 and 50. So see, 5, 10, 15, 45, 50, 55, 60 and then we have a 90. So now if you see properly, these are the complementary pair angles, right? So now you see, we don't know the value of, we know this and rest we don't know, right? We don't know this. These values we can calculate, even though now this we know and this we know, okay? So you see how many pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is also one pair, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. So we have 8 such pairs. Now you see, what are these pairs? Let me take one pair. So one pair will be sine square 5 plus sine square 85. Now what can I do to this 85? I can write this 85 as sine square 5 plus sine of 90 minus 5 whole square. See, this square is nothing but a whole square. This is something you need to understand, okay? So now I can write this as sine square 5 and I know sine 90 minus 5 can be written as cos of 5 and whole square. So this can be written as sine square 5 plus cos square 5 and this is nothing but 1. Similarly, all these complementary pairs, there are 8 complementary pairs, will give me 1. So that means this becomes, what is the solution then? So I will have 8 such pairs. So I will have 8 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to 8 times. 8 times, okay? And then what I have here is 45. So sine square of 45, that means 1 by sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and square is square of this will be half and plus sine of 90. Sine of 90 is 1, so square of this also is 1. So that means I have, this is 8 and plus 1 9 plus 1 by 2. So this will give me 2 and 9 to the 18 plus 1 19 by 2. So guys, the answer is 19 by 2. Right? So I'm very happy to see that most of you are giving me the answers. So guys, this is the way to do it. So hope you like this question. Let me go to the next question. Okay. Now this type of question is like prove the identity and it's given that sine A by 1 plus cos A plus 1 plus cos A by sine A is equal to something, right? Now, if you see this, this is nothing but 2 cosec A and we know that cosec A is nothing but 1 by sine A. So, there is, if you see, there are some relations here. Now, that means this is in terms of sine. So, I have to remove this cos A from the left hand side. So, how do I remove this cos A from the left hand side, right? So, this is what I need to think. Now, these types of questions, first of all, you need to take the left hand side, right? So, what will you use, guys? Think about it. Now, you can use this identity, right? We know that 1 minus cos square A is sine square A. So in this way, I can convert this relationship of cos to sine. So, but here I have 1 plus cos A. How do I bring this 1 minus cos square A? So for this you need to modify something. So what will you do? You will multiply 1 minus cos A in both numerator and denominator, right? Plus 1 plus cos A by sine. So for now I am not touching this. Let me see what happens here. Okay. So here if I see now, what do I get? I get 1 minus, see this is A plus B into A minus B. So this becomes 1 minus cos square A. And here what happens? It becomes sine A 1 minus cos A. Okay. So now you can do the same thing on this side also. On this side also you can do it, but let me now leave it in as it is and see what is happening. Okay. So now if you see here, 1 minus cos square A will become sine A by sine square A, and this into 1 minus cos plus same thing here. Now you see this square will get cancelled. So what I got is, so from here if you see carefully, if this gets cancelled, so here I have 1 by sine A. Now if I break this, I will get 1 by sine A, which is nothing but cosec A. So let me write it cosec A 1 minus cos A, and here also I can write cosec A 1 plus cos A. Now if I break this, I will get 2 cosec A, because this term and this term will get cancelled. So this is how you can prove this. Got it, guys? Just break it and you will see these 2 terms will get cancelled, and what will be left is the right hand side. Okay guys, got it? Okay, fine. So let me go to the next question. So again you have some identity type of questions, and it says prove the following identities. So let me take the first one, that is cos theta by 1 minus tan theta plus sin theta by 1 minus cot theta is equal to cot theta plus sin theta. So you have left hand side and right hand side. Now what you see here is this right hand side is a simplified version of this. So in other words, you need to simplify this. That means, how do you simplify? So now you might think, what can we do here? So it's very easy to get confused because you have so many relations, which relation to put. So just one thing that you need to see here is right hand side. Always see the right hand side, and you see right hand side does not have anything in the denominator. So basically first thing should be, I have to remove the denominators and make these denominators as 1. How do you do it? Right? So there are many ways. Okay, so one basic way, let me write this here. Okay, so this is my left hand side. So what can I do to this tan theta? Yeah, try to solve it, guys. I will solve it after this. Come on guys, do it. Okay, so let me help you. So let me see, or let me try to change this cot into 10, and let me keep the left hand side for now as it is, tan theta. So I'm not touching the this part, and this part I'm trying to write it as sine theta and 1 minus, and cot theta is 1 by tan theta. Now what will happen? This will be same, plus here I write tan theta minus 1 by tan theta. So what I have done is I have taken the LCM here. So now what I can write the same thing here, plus sine theta into tan theta by 10 theta minus 1. Now guys, what I can do is, if you see in the left hand side, I have 1 minus 10 theta. So why not I rub this and I write it, I take a minus common from here and I write this 1 minus 10 theta, right? So now instead of writing the minus here, I will rub this plus and let me write it minus here. So now if you see the left hand side, what is there? I mean the left part, what is there is cos of theta by 1 minus 10 theta. Okay, so now what we can do is, now we can take this as common, 1 minus 10 theta. And let us see what happens. I get cos theta minus, now sin theta into 10 theta. So this will give me sine square theta by cos theta. Now keeping the denominator here, so guys I'm going this side now. Okay, so now keeping the denominator as 1 minus 10 theta, I'm trying to change or see this, simplify this. So what I do is, on the numerator I again take a LCM here, and so this gives me cos square theta minus sine square theta. And I can also try to modify this. So tan theta can be written as sine theta by cos theta. Okay, and now if I try to take this LCM here, so this will be changed to cos of theta minus sine of theta. Okay, so now you see this and this will get cancelled. So I will have cos, now see cos square theta minus sine square theta is cos a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So this I can easily write cos theta plus sine theta. Okay, and this will get cancelled. So now let me go back and see. So this will get the answer here. So this should be cos, right? Yeah, so this should come. So this is my answer, guys. That's it. Okay, so this is my right hand side. Yes. Okay, so that's it. And guys, just see here, this should be cos of theta. It cannot be cot theta. Okay, let us go to the next one. So 1 minus cosec square minus cot minus 1 by sine theta. So if you see here, this is just, you know, this came on the left hand side and this minus became plus. So how do you do this? So again, if you see this question, okay, so now cosec square theta minus cot theta. How do I simplify this? What is the relation between them? So if you see the relation between them, we know that cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, or in other words, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So this is very simple. So from here I can just write this directly as cosec theta plus cot theta in the numerator, and in the denominator I will get 1. Okay, minus 1 by sine theta, and sine theta can be written as nothing but cosec theta. Now you see guys, I can easily cancel this out and I can write the answer is cot theta. But you see on the right hand side I have something else, right? I have something else. So I can write or try to modify this a little bit. So what I will do is, now I will write or pair it in a different way. So cosec theta, and now earlier these two was paired, right? So now what I will do is I will pair these two. So I will take a minus common and I can write this as cosec theta minus cot theta, right? And now what I can do is, now this I can write it as sine theta, and this part I can multiply cosec theta plus cot theta, cosec theta plus cot theta, both numerator denominator. So here I will get 1, here I will get cosec theta plus cot theta. So proved. So in this way we can prove these types of questions. So always you need to have a half of your eye on the right hand side. So always check what is the right hand side and then you proceed or decide what is going to be your next step. So let's go to different types of questions now. Let's see what are the different types kept. Okay, so let's see this question. Now this is also a simple question. Here you need to show that this left hand side is equal to right hand side. And what is P? P is given as sec theta plus tan theta. So try it guys once and see if you can do it. So here, let me tell you, you don't have to worry much in these types of questions. Just put whatever is given to you. For example, P. So what is P square guys? P square is nothing but sec theta plus tan theta whole square minus 1 by sec theta plus tan square minus or plus 1. Now break this. So if I break this, I will get sec square theta plus 2 tan theta sec theta plus tan square theta minus 1, and same thing sec theta plus tan square theta plus 1. Right, now what is the relationship that we know? Again we know that sec square theta is 1 plus tan square theta. So in place of this 1, can I write it sec square theta minus tan square theta? Can I write it? And here also I'll write the same thing, sec square theta minus tan square theta. Right? So now if you see this, this will come out and this will become plus, and this will come out, this will remain as minus. So now this and this cancel, and here this and this cancel. So now you get 2 times of tan theta sec theta plus 2 times of tan square theta, right? And denominator you have 2 times of tan theta sec theta plus 2 times of sec square theta. Now if you see here, let me take 2 times of tan theta common. So you will have sec theta plus tan theta. And here if you take 2 times of sec theta common, you will have tan theta plus sec theta. Now if you see, you can cancel out this and this 2 gets cancelled, and sec tan theta by sec theta can be written as sine by cos into sec can be written as 1 by cos. So this becomes 1 by our cos here, this and this gets cancelled. So from here I can easily say this is sine of theta. So thus it's proved. So this is simple. Now guys, always remember that all of you know trigonometry, and if you see the solution, all of you can do it. So it is a very famous saying that trigonometry is not about writing sec square theta minus tan square theta as 1. It's not about writing this. It's about the other way. It's about writing 1 is equal to sec square theta minus tan square theta. So what I'm just trying to say is you need to know when you need to write 1 as this and when you need to write 1 as cos square theta plus sine square theta or cosec square theta minus cos square. So you should have that intuition, and you should look at the question and get the understanding that in place of this 1, what can I replace? Right? Once you do enough practice, you will get that. In this question, it's a very simple application. There can be more tough and complex applications as you go to class 11 and 12, right? So trigonometry is going to be there. It's not going to leave you. पीछा नहीं छोड़ने वाला है, so it is going to stay with you. So guys, you need to learn this in big time. Okay, fine. So let's go for the next type of question. Now this says that prove that tan square A minus tan square B is something. So here you need to find this in terms of cos square and again in terms of sine square. So what will you do, guys? See this. Try to prove this one first, this part. Let me know when it's done. Done, guys? Okay, I'm getting quick response. Very good. So now see here, 10 square A minus 10 square B can be written as say sine square A by cos square A, right? And this I can write as sine square B by cos square B. Now what can I do this? Now see, sine square, see in this particular part, if I want to transform this into this one, so I have to transform all the sine into cos. So how do I transform the sine into cos? This is the only thing. Once you get this, it's very simple. So we can first of all try to just take this cos square A and cos square B. So this becomes cos square B and sine square A. Now sine square A can be written as 1 minus cos square A. Similarly, I take the LCM here and I will get here as cos square A into sine square B. And what is sine square B? That is nothing but 1 minus cos square B. Now why did I do this? Because I am seeing the right hand side. So right hand side will decide what is my action, right? So now if you see, if I simplify this, I'll get cos square B minus cos square B and cos square A minus cos square A and plus cos square A cos square B, and these two will get cancelled. So here I get cos square A and cos square B. So I'm writing in shortcut, guys. So this is how you get this. Similarly, if you want to transform in this part, so what you need to do is you need to transform these things, right? So that means you leave the denominator as it is, and after taking LCM, instead of converting this sine square A, keep this sine square A and change this cos square into sine square. Similarly, change this cos square into sine square and leave this as sine square B. So in that way you will get this part also. So these are easy types of questions. So hope you like these types of questions. And see guys, till in class 10, this is the level. You are not going to get tougher questions than this. You need to develop the logic where to apply which identity. That's all. So hope you like this identity type of questions. Now let me see what else is there for you. Okay, the last question from identity. After that we will start solving heights and word type of problem. Okay, so application level questions. So solve this, guys. I'll give you exactly 1 minute for this one. So see, two conditions are given. So this is one condition which is given and this is the second condition which is given. Now using, you are done with this. Okay, so I'll get it. Theta cos theta. What can you do here? How can you modify this? So can I write this in this way? X sine theta into sine square theta. Now you got it, right? So y cos theta cos square theta. I can write it, and this can be written as sine theta cos theta. Now you see, now x sine theta and y cos theta, both of them are equal. So from the second condition, let me write this y cos theta as x sine theta. So let me take this common. So I take x sine theta common. So from here I am left with sine square theta, and this y cos theta is nothing but x sine theta. So from here if I take this common, I get cos square theta, which is nothing but 1. So this is equal to sine theta cos of theta. So that means x sine theta is equal to this, and see, this sine theta and this sine theta will get cancelled. So ultimately what will I have is x is equal to cos theta. Now let me put this value in this. So we know that x sine theta is equal to y cos theta. So let me put this value of x here. So if x is cos theta, so cos theta into sine theta will be equal to y cos theta. and this cos theta cancel. So from here I will get y is equal to sine theta, right? Yeah. Now let me put the values of x and y here. So left hand side will become cos square plus sine square, and that will be equal to 1, and thus we have proved this thing. So these types of questions can also come, right? So hope you like this question also. So now guys, it's time that I go to the next type of question. This is an assignment for you guys. Okay, assignment. So try to solve it and send it to me in my mail ID, mridul@vedantu.com. Okay guys, so any doubt in trigonometry you can send it to me. Now we will solve height types of questions, right? And this question also, you can note down this question. Okay, this is important. I want to solve this question here. This you take it as assignment. Hope you have noted it. Just note it quickly. Square root of 1 plus cos theta by 1 minus cos theta is equal to cosec theta plus cot theta. Okay. So prove this and send it to me. I'm going to the next question, guys. Okay. So now this question is a little bit important, a little bit different. If you have solved these types of questions, then it's fine. If you have not, so try to solve it, give an attempt to this, and then I will give you the clue. So you need to solve for theta. You need to find out the value of theta here. How do you do this? Let me know if you need a hint. Okay, so hint. Okay, fine. So guys, see here. You can proceed and do many things here. But one most simplest way is using componendo and dividendo. So what is componendo and dividendo is, suppose you have two ratios A by B is equal to C by D. So if you use componendo and dividendo, you can write this is equal to A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. Similarly, here let us say this is A and this is B and this part is C and D. So if I apply this, so I can write that cos theta minus sin theta, okay, plus cos theta plus sin theta divided by cos theta minus sin theta minus cos theta plus sin theta, and that is equal to 1 minus root 3 plus 1 plus root 3 and 1 minus root 3 minus 1 minus root 3. So here also this will become minus, right? So now what will happen is this will remain plus. So this sign and this will get cancelled, and here this cos and this will get cancelled. So what will be left is cos 2 times of cos theta and minus 2 times of sin theta, right? And this 2 and 2 also gets cancelled. Here let me see what is remain. Here I have this and this cancelled, so I have 2, and this cancel, I have minus 2 root 3. So this 2 cancel. So from here I can say that cot and this minus also gets cancelled. So cot theta is equal to 1 by root 3, or I can say tan theta is equal to root 3. So now we know guys what is the value of theta, because this is a special angle, right? So this we know that theta is equal to 60. So these types of questions with the help of componendo and dividendo, it becomes very, very simple. So hope this was useful to you, this information. So now let me go to the next question. Now this question is from heights application of this trigonometry. So now try to solve this question. So this says the angle of elevation of a cliff from a fixed point, okay, is theta. After going up a distance k meters towards the top at an angle phi, it is found that the angle of elevation is alpha. Now you need to understand one thing, what is angle of elevation? So those who know this, try to solve it, and those who have doubt in what is angle of elevation, just see here. Angle of elevation is nothing but simple. Suppose you are standing here and you are at the ground and you are seeing a pole. Suppose you are seeing a pole which is standing in this way. And suppose a pole and you are on the same base. So this base is same. Okay. So now if you are seeing the top, then with the ground, the angle that you are making is called angle of elevation. Right? So let me now try to draw this in a proper way. Try to represent this numerical in proper form. So suppose I have, okay, so say this is the height, okay, say this is the height. Yeah, okay. So now suppose guys, this was your original position and say this is the ground. So this green one is the ground. Okay. So now this angle is green one. Okay, is theta. Now they are saying that once you go some distance towards the top, so this is the top. So if you go some distance towards the top and you go at an angle phi, okay. So say you went up to this distance. Let me say this is in red, okay. So now this angle you went, okay, at an angle phi. So after going up at a distance k meters towards the top at an angle phi, so what is this distance that you went? You went k distance, right? Now it is found that the angle of elevation is this. Now guys, this is important. From this point, if you see up again, okay, if you see up again, then now the angle of elevation is alpha. Now, how will you calculate this alpha? So this is very important. Now you have to draw a line which is parallel to the ground. So, or else you cannot show alpha. So now this angle is alpha. Okay? Got it guys? So this is the complete diagram. Now you need to find out, now suppose this part is, say this is O and this is A and this is B, right? And say this is C and this is D and this is E. Okay? So I've just named the points. Now what you need to find is that the height of the cliff is in terms of K, phi, alpha. So what are the things that you know here? You know it's given in this question. You know what is K, you know what is alpha, you know what is theta, and you know what is phi. So these are the known quantities. Now you need to find out what is H in terms of these things. So how will you find out? So basically what you need to find out is, let us say H is equal to AB. So this is my height of the cliff, right? Now if you see the triangle, OAB, here what do you get? You can say that this height by this hypotenuse or this base OA is equal to 10 of theta. I can write this, right? So from here, what can I write? So from here I can write OA is equal to H by 10 theta or H cot theta, right? So this is my, say, equation 1. Okay. Now let me see this small triangle. Why? Because see, I need to find out the relation of height with all the other things which is given. So what I know in this small triangle now, in triangle O, E and C, I know that the hypotenuse here is K. So I'll try to relate this. For example, what is CE here? So CE is nothing but K cos of phi. Okay? Right? Because cos theta is, sine of phi. Sine of phi. So height by hypotenuse, okay, will give you this. So here, this is the height of this triangle and this K is the hypotenuse, right? So this will give me sine of phi. So this is also an important equation. Similarly, what is OE, guys? OE. OE is the base of this. So OE can be written as, so base by hypotenuse, we know that is cos of phi. So that means that is equal to K and cos of phi. Right? Okay. So these are the given things. So let us say this is equation 2 and this is also important. We'll use this somewhere, or let me say this is 3. So now I got 3 important relationships. Now what I can do is, see guys, I know what is OA in terms of H. I know this, right? So what will be this, guys? So EA is nothing but OA minus OE. And what is OA? OA I got from equation 1, that is H cot of theta, minus this part OE, which is known as K cos of phi. So now this is my 4th equation. This is also important. Now guys, you see carefully, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. So this is a rectangle. So if this rectangle, I can say that CD is equal to EA. This is very important. Okay, and DA is equal to CE. Right? Okay. Now what I will do is, let me try to find out this relationship. Okay. So that means this CD. So what is CD in terms of alpha and height? What can I say? Now try to solve it. So what can I say about CD? So I can say that CD, that means height by base or base by height, BD. CD by BD can be written as what? CD by BD can be written as cot of alpha. Or you can write the opposite one, that is BD by CD is tan of alpha. So why I have written it this way? So that I can find out or write this in terms of CD. So now what is CD, guys? CD is nothing but EA. And what is EA? EA is H. So I have written this in terms of cot because I am seeing a lot of cot. I am not seeing tan. Right? So see here, everything is cot and cos. So I have written this in terms of cot. Okay? If you have question in mind. So cot theta, what is CD? CD is equal to EA. So in place of this, I can write EA is equal to HK cos of theta. No, this should be phi. Right? And this divided by BD. What is BD, guys? What is BD? BD can be written as, see, let me write it here. BD can be written as AB minus DA. AB minus DA. And what is AB, guys? What is AB? AB is nothing but the height. Right? AB is the height. I have taken it here. And what is DA? DA, did I find it? Yeah, DA is CE. So I can write this as AB, that is height, minus DA, which is equal to CE, which is equal to K sine phi. And this is equal to cot of alpha. Now if you see here what happens, so I take this on this right hand side, so it becomes H cot of theta minus K cos of phi is equal to H cot of alpha minus K cot of alpha sine of theta. Fine. Okay, this should be fine. Now if I take this on the, see it here, I take cot theta, so I take this on left hand side, right? So I can easily do this, right? So take H, this part on this side and this part on this side, and then you will take H common, and then if you simplify, you will get this. So hope you guys got it, right? Any doubt, you can mail it to me. Okay guys, so hope you like the question also. So let's go to the next question. So next question is, a round balloon of radius r subtends an angle alpha at the eye of the observer, okay, while the angle of elevation of its center is beta, right? Prove that the height of the center of the balloon is r sine beta cosec alpha by 2. So let me try to draw it. So I will give you 2 minutes to solve it by yourself. Then I will solve it for you. Solve it, guys. So, okay, few of you are asking questions about how will it look like. So it will be something like this. Suppose you have a circle in this way, okay? Now, let me say that I am standing somewhere here, right? So eye of the observer. So let me say this is the observer. Now, what does the observer sees? How does the observer sees? The observer will see something like this, right? He will see in something in this way. So now if you see here, yeah, and suppose the ground is of green color. So let me make the ground also. So ground will be somewhere here. Okay, fine. So now, what is it said is the round ball of radius r. So you see guys, say this is the center. Okay, so if this is the center, let me say this is the radius. Okay, and this will also be the radius here. And see guys, this will be 90 degree. And these are the tangents, right? These are the tangents. So now it is said that the balloon of radius r subtends an angle alpha at the eye. So that means what will be this angle? This angle is completely alpha, right? Now they are saying that while the angle of the elevation of its center, that means angle of elevation, now they are talking about this center. So this center, angle of elevation of the center means what? Now you have to see with respect to ground. This is very important. Now suppose I draw it with blue color and say now I draw a line from this to the center. Now angle of elevation means from the ground, this angle or this blue color is beta. Got it guys? So hope you have understood the question. Now this radius is given as, this is r and this is r. Okay. Now you need to find out the height of the that particular center from the ground. right? Always try to find the height from the ground. So forming the question is an important part. Once you form the question properly, then the rest of the part, that means 50% work is done, right? So say this is the center C, and say this is P, and say this is Q, okay, and say this is A and this is B, okay, and this is a straight line. Let me just make this straight here. Yeah. Okay, now solve it, guys. Now let me know if you need some hint. Okay. Okay, guys, first hint is, now what is the relationship of the triangle PCA and triangle PCQ? See properly. PCB, sorry. PCA and PCB. What is the relation? See, this side is equal to this side because both of them are radius. You have 90 degree and you have the hypotenuse common, right? So that means from right angle hypotenuse side, I can say that these two triangles are congruent. That means, can I say that this angle is equal to this angle, right? And I know that this complete angle is alpha. That means this part is alpha by 2 and this part is also alpha by 2, right? Got it? So what is, so from here in triangle PCB, okay, if you see this triangle, so what can you get? What is the length PC? PC can be written as R, right? Tell me. So how can I write? What is the relation between these two? So don't you think this will be R cosec alpha by 2? See here. Okay, how? Some of you are asking me how. So see here. So this is suppose a triangle P, and this is B and this is C, and say this angle is alpha by 2. So say we know that this length is nothing but R, right? CB is R. So R by say this PC, R by PC is sine of this alpha by 2. So from here we get PC is equal to R by sine alpha by 2, and 1 by sine alpha by 2 is cosec alpha by 2. So from here I can directly write that PC is R cosec alpha by 2. Now what we will do is, once we got PC, we will go to the new triangle, okay, that is P, Q and C. Now you see guys, what is my height? My height is nothing but CQ. This is my height which I need to find out, right? So what is the relationship between CQ and PC, and this angle is now beta, because this is the angle beta of this particular triangle, right? So now again we know that height CQ, okay, by PC is equal to sine of beta, and so CQ from here will be written as sine of beta into PC. And what is PC? PC is nothing but R cosec alpha by 2. So thus proof, this is what they are asking. That is, from here if I try to rearrange, I can write it as sine beta cosec alpha by 2. Simple. So guys, once you draw this particular thing properly, right, and then the rest is easy. So you'll get right angle triangles everywhere. So drawing from the word type of questions is most important thing. So you have to understand what they are saying here. So hope you like this question, guys. So I have one more question. Okay, so now these types of questions also you can get. For example, it will say that a ladder rests against a wall at an angle alpha to the horizon, right? If its foot is pulled away from the wall through a distance a, so that it slides at a distance b from the wall, making an angle alpha with the origin. So guys, I'll give you 1 minute. Just try to draw the diagram. Once you draw the diagram, rest is easy. Okay, so draw the diagram and then I will draw it so you can verify whether what you have done and what I have done is same. Okay, do it. Let me know once you draw it. Done? Okay, good. So, what is the first condition? This is the first condition. So, what happens here is, suppose this is the ladder. Okay. So, say the ladder is of length h. L-A-D-D. A ladder is of length h. Okay, so this is the length of the ladder. Now what happens is, whatever happens, length of the ladder will always remain constant. So now they are saying that this is of angle alpha to the horizon, right? Now what happens after this is, this slips or this is pulled away. So once you pull this away, okay, so now what happens? So if it falls from up, the ground part will get slipped away, right? So now again you see guys, this length is h. Okay, see, this is the black one. This one and that one is same. Okay, now you see this part, let us say this length is h and this angle, let us say, is beta. It is given in the question. B down the wall. Now you see what is given. What is distance a? So it is said that it pulled away from the wall through a distance a. That means this length is, let us say, a. So that it slides a distance b down the wall. So this distance, let us slides, right? It says slides. So slides means, just let me read it again. So if a foot is pulled away from the wall through a distance a, so its foot is pulled away. Yeah, of course, if its foot is mentioned, so the foot is pulled away through a distance a, so that it slides a distance b. So this should be, this length should be b. Okay guys, now you find it out. So what we can do is, let us take this length as x and let us take this length as y. Okay, let us take this, let us consider. Now what we will do is, let us name the triangles. So naming, we can do it, say this is O, A, B, and say this point is C. So first of all, we will see the triangle ABC. Triangle ABC, what can we see? So we can say that AB, height, right? So we need to relate with height and cos and alpha, right? So height by, yeah. So let us say height by CA. Okay, so let me write it in this way. That is, what is cos of alpha from here? What is cos of alpha? Cos of alpha is nothing but base by hypotenuse. So base is x here and hypotenuse is h. So this is equation 1. And let me also write what is sine of alpha from here. What is sine of alpha, guys? So if you see here, sine of alpha is height, that is b plus y, I can write it, right? And this height by hypotenuse is h. So I get the second equation. So this is 1, this is 2. Similarly, in triangle O, and let me name this point as OP. So OPA, okay, in this triangle, if you see, so you have angle beta. So cos of angle beta, what will be this? So cos of angle beta will be completely this one, that is a plus x by height is same, or that means length of this, right? Length of this ladder is same, which is h, and sine of beta will be y by h, right? So this is it. Now what we will do is we will try to put these values in this particular equation. So let me take the right hand side. So what is given in the right hand side? So right hand side is given as cos of alpha minus cos of beta by sine of alpha, sine of beta minus sine of alpha. Now let me put this value. So if I put this values, what will I get? X by h minus cos of beta, that is a plus x by h, right? So now what I can do, and what is sine of beta, guys? That is y by h, and here what can I get is sine alpha, that is b plus y by h. So now if I take h from here, what will I get? I will get x minus a minus x by y minus b minus y. So from here, minus minus cancel, I will get a by b. So proved. Okay guys, done. All of you got it? Okay guys, so now let me see these types of questions. Let me go for the next one. So this says from the top of a 60-meter building, the angle of depression of the top and the bottom are a tower are observed to be 30 and 60. Find the height of the tower. Now these types of questions are very simple. They are somewhat similar. So you have a tower here, okay, and you have a building whose height is given. So guys, always remember these words types of problem. Once you draw the diagram properly, everything else is, 50% of the work is done. Everything else is very, very easy. So angle of depression means from this, what is the angle from the ground that you see? So this is known as angle of depression. So from here and from here, so these are the two angles that you get, right? Now you know what is the angles and you know what is the height, right? So from this you have to find out this height. So you get a rectangle here. So this will make a rectangle. So that means this height of the tower should be equal to this height, right? And you get two right angle triangles. So from here you can, so from the first triangle you can find out this. So this will be equal to this. And from this you can find out this, and then subtract 60 minus this, you'll get this. So this is the basic technique to solve these types of questions. So this is also an assignment for you. I have 3-4 more questions which I will give you as assignments, which you can send me to the mail. So guys, I hope you got an idea what will be the type of course that I will be having. So I have designed a course whose link is given here in this. So that is https://vdnt.in/trigno10. So guys, please note this, and if you like this particular preview here, and hope you learned in this particular session also. So you'll be enjoying in this particular course. So there will be 8 sessions total, and the price that is fixed for this was $499. Okay, so this is a lightning price which has been fixed. So make sure you enroll it, and hope to see you in my classes. And guys, please take down these questions also. So this is assignment number 2. And I think this is assignment number 3, right? So I gave you already 2 assignments or 3 assignments before. So anyways, just note this question. Okay, so it says the shadow of a tower standing on a level ground is found to be 40 meter longer when the sun altitude is 30 degree. Then when it is 60 degree, find the height of the tower. So these types of questions are very important, and you can see that from previous 5 years. If you see the question pattern, these types of questions are very common. Okay guys, noted? Okay, done? Just let me know if it is done. I'll give you the next question. Okay, and take this one. The angle of elevation of a jet plane from a point A. So there is a point A. From this, the point of elevation is 60 degree. Okay, let us say this is the ground. And after 15 seconds of flight, so this is my jet plane, it is flying. So after 50 seconds, suppose it flies to this point, and then the angle of elevation is 30 degree. Okay, so now they are saying the jet is flying at a constant speed, right? And this height is 1500 root 3. So guys, you see here you got two triangles. One is two right angle triangles. One is this, right? So you need to find out the speed of the jet. So to find the speed of the jet, you need to find out this distance. If you can find out this distance, right, you can divide it with the time taken, which is given, right? So time taken is given as 15 seconds. So from there, you will get the speed of this particular jet. Okay guys, so note this question, note out the data which is given. So the height is given as 15 root of 3. That's it. So I have already drawn it for you. So this is the diagram done. So hope you can solve this. Done? Okay, good. And this is the last question, guys. So I'm not drawing the diagram for this one. So you draw by yourself and send me the solution. And guys, also try to practice the questions that are present in NCERT. Don't ignore those questions, because those questions are also very, very important, and sometimes direct questions from NCERT comes in the exam. So don't ignore feeling that those are easy questions. Don't do that. Okay. So guys, hope you liked the session, and I will again give you the course link, right? So before that, just note this. A boy is standing on the ground and flying a kite with a string of 150 meter at an angle of elevation 30 degree. Another boy is standing on the roof of a 25 meter high building and is flying its kite at an elevation of 45 degree. Both the boys are on the opposite sides. So both are opposite sides and they are flying the kite. So this is boy 1 and this is boy 2, and they are flying the kites in this way. So diagram will be something like this, and this is at some height. This guy is in the ground. So suppose this guy is here and this guy is at some height. Now you have to draw it. They are saying that these two kites meet at this point. So you need to find out the length of this, the length of the string of this second kite. So hope you got the question. So guys, again I am noting you giving you the email ID, which is mridul.ghosh@vedantu.com. You can send me your solutions to this, and if you have any doubt, you can come to me. Okay. So guys, this is again the course link, right? So go through the course link. And you can enroll yourself for this course, right? So note it down if you have not. https://vdnt.in/trigno10. Okay. So hope you like the session, guys. So prepare well for your exams, and hope to see you in my class. Best of luck. Bye bye.